Oh my God, we did it. 4 years in the Gambia. 4 years ago, my wife and I decided to sell everything that we own in Jamaica to make a trip to Africa. At that time, everybody thought we were crazy. Why would you want to sell something that you own? And we did not own a lot, to move to a country or a continent that you know nothing about. You're going to die there, this is going to happen to you, all kind of negative stuff. But still, we did not give up on our goal of moving to Africa and living life, working with our brothers and sisters and building wealth in Africa. And after 4 years, guys, we can safely say we have done most of what we set out to do from Jamaica. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how we managed to move from Jamaica with $500 to the Gambia. We stopped at Senegal first, of course. It was cool, but to Gambia, and things that we have accomplished. Maybe you're on your journey to Africa and you want a little bit of inspiration. Maybe you don't have a lot of money, or maybe the money that you have, you want to make sure that you budget it and make some strategic decisions so that you don't waste your money and your time, and then you have to go back to America or go back to UK or whatever country you're coming from to try and hustle. So if this is something that you're interested in, make sure you watch this video till the end and give this video a thumbs up, because you don't want to miss anything that I'm about to talk to you guys about in this video. So when we got here, guys, we only had around 200 or 300 US dollars remaining from the 500 US dollars that we traveled from Jamaica with. Our first stop was in Senegal. We didn't spend too much time there. We actually spent one night there in like a motel, and then from there we drove to the border the next day into the Gambia with only 300 US dollars. Now, at the time, I'm not going to be lying, I was not comfortable with that because I don't know anyone here at the time. I don't know how the system work, or even if there's a job. I used to watch YouTube videos like you guys are watching this one, and I was hearing that there's no job. So I'm like, yo, how am I going to sustain myself? It's going to be crazy. I have a wife. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Anyways, I move here with confidence still that maybe something will work out. So we got here. Luckily we had YouTube on our side, because if it wasn't for YouTube videos, then we would not be able to generate at least a small income stream that we could use to, buy certain provisions like food and certain things to survive here at the time. And it was through our YouTube channel where we were doing a live stream one night. One guy came on our platform and he was asking, well, he was offering us a plot of land in the Gambia. At the time, I was like, yo, that's not a good thing, because someone cannot just come and offer you a plot of land. A plot of land is extremely valuable. So for someone to come and offer you a plot of land is like craziness, right? So we ignored it. However, we were convinced by some of our subscribers at the time to talk to the guy and see if the land in question is actually legitimate, and maybe you guys can use it as a start for you so you can build your own home and live. The land was located around the border, around Dar Salami, Brikama Dar Salami. At the time, we were not aware, or we were not familiar with those areas, because we were just in the city around Brusibi, walking the streets, doing videos every day, trying to get familiar with the place. Well, Jody was more into that. Me, I was more like, okay, let's sit and do some research so I can understand what is going on. So that trip to the land is what really got us into real estate, where we met one guy who was doing real estate at the time, and we started to do marketing for the company that he was working on. And that was what got us into doing real estate marketing here in the Gambia. To be honest, at the time I thought it wasn't going to work, because I'm like, yo, I don't know anything about real estate. Yes, in Jamaica I did apply for a job at Keller Williams, but they told me that I have to have like a $1 million Jamaican dollars in my account to sustain myself throughout the time when I'm learning real estate and paying certain fees and all that stuff. I couldn't do it because I did not have that money. And so coming into Gambia, and I saw that with my platform that my wife and I created, that we could use that platform to showcase what is available in real estate to a legitimate company, to let people buy and earn a commission. We're like, yo, that's actually dope. Maybe we can use this to generate income. So we start to work out a plan, a sustainability plan, to say, all right, okay, how many plots of land can we sell per week, per month. We start to work that number out and see, okay, so if we sell 10 plots for the month, it will generate, for example, 100,000. Now the rent that we want to pay for our house would be around 200,000, 250,000. And at the time, we did not have any furnitures, we did not have any bed, any fridge, any stove, no curtains, no pillars. It was like a minimalistic kind of vibes we were living. And we started to do real estate marketing. I'm sure if you guys have been following us like 4 years now since we've been in Gambia, you would have seen those videos where we go to lands, and we showcase lands in Seafold, Kitty, a lot of areas we have been there just exploring. And through that time of exploring real estate, I make sure to learn as much as possible, because I believe that if you're going to get yourself involved in a field, you have to basically learn how to navigate yourself in that field so that you can bring better result for the people that you're serving. So me, at the time, I started to fall in love with real estate, because for me, I'm a musician. Music is what I do. I write, I sing. I know a lot of you guys love and miss my music. So comment below and let me know if you actually miss my music. Yeah, I maybe add some in these videos, or work out something. Anyways, I started to fall in love with real estate, and real estate provide an opportunity for me to sustain myself and my family here in the Gambia. And with the knowledge and experience that I had, I started to put plans into place, started to explore other ways that I can add value to people who are watching this channel, who are interested in relocating and acquiring real estate here in the Gambia. Over the 4 years, it has been crazy, but we learn a lot, and we're still implementing it every day as we go. But the funniest thing is, technology is a way that you can use to change your life, right? You don't necessarily have to have a PhD or a degree in this time where information is free. Information is everywhere. Anybody can take their smartphone and basically turn it on, go on TikTok, and find something that they're passionate about or something that is trending, and create a audience that will support them or that is interested in what they're talking about, and then they can monetize that and sustain themselves. That's the time that we're living in right now. So we came to Gambia, we used our smartphone at the time to market those properties. And it wasn't any fancy camera gear. Like right now I'm shooting on the Canon N50 right now, with my prime lens and my lights, and the whole setup, the whole works. But that took me 4 years to get to this stage. I started with just my smartphone at the time, just going out there to see what I can do to help people to access secure lands or secure real estate here in the Gambia, and to learn how the business works, so that if someone asks me, or if I want to add more value to those people's life, I can do it with confidence, knowing that what I'm telling them is actually how it is on the ground. Yeah, so the land that the guy was offering us in Dar es Salaam, it turned out not to be what we expected it to be. So we did not get to own a piece of land at that time, and it was very devastating for me, because I get my hopes up, like, okay, finally I can have a piece of land where I can put a house, and we can stop paying rent. Because the thing in Gambia, if you have a house and you're not paying rent, then it's much more easier for you to save. It's much more cost effective for you to live here, as the price on food at the time was not too expensive. But right now the prices on food is increasing. Even, let's say, for example, before you could buy a sam meaning like a bunch of fish for $250, is now is $500, is $800, is $1,000 right now for a summer fish in the Gambia, when it was before it was less than even 200. You understand? So the prices on food is now increasing. So when you come to Africa, not just Gambia, having a sustainability plan is extremely important, and for me, I saw that through real estate it's much more easier to create a sustainability plan versus opening up a traditional business. And I've been into traditional business here with, like, mentoring people who came to Gambia and wanting to open up a traditional business. I would try my best to advise them, like, don't open this type of business. If you want to open a business, do it like this. I always come from a digital standpoint, because you can, when you're online, you're not renting YouTube. YouTube is free, TikTok is free. Maybe if you open, let's say you're doing a restaurant business, you open up a website and you're doing catering, right? You don't have to necessarily have a shop space, and it's less to have a website where you're offering your catering services to people who need it online in a professional way without you actually having a shop, and generate more money than you actually having a shop without paying all of these, overhead costs. So I used to advise people about that. Use your smartphone, use the contacts that you have, build your community around your business, and then grow. So I would not necessarily advise people to come and start a brick and mortar business unless it's offering something to the local community that they need every day, and you're offering it in a way that is going to make them want to come to you wherever your shop is located. Yeah, so owning a piece of land was something that we always wanted to do, and when we finally got the chance to own our first plot of land in a community called Pirang, we were so excited. The first thing that we did was we went there, we built a fence around it. We were like, yo, let's go and build something on it. Unfortunately, we did not take that route, because we understand that if you start to build on the land and you don't necessarily have a way that you're sustaining yourself, meaning you're not seeing frequent cash flow in a way that if you start to build, you will not go hungry, or you will not use up your emergency fund, then it's not advisable to build. So we started to look into other ways that we can generate revenue, that in case if we started to build, we won't go broke or run out of money and start to beg, which we'll never beg, but you understand what I'm saying, right? So when you have a sustainability plan, it's extremely important. So we decided to just fence it and leave it like that. Previously, we actually also have another piece of land that we own here as well. It's for agricultural purposes. That one I will show you guys soon. We're going to sell that one, so if you guys are interested in that one, make sure that you reach out to us. That one is available. And if you're interested in any other real estate in the Gambia, make sure to visit www.dtglistings.com. That's our website that we created, where we showcase properties that are for sale online in the Gambia, from property owners direct, some from companies that are selling their properties to you guys who are interested in it. So we have a verify and not verify system there. So the ones that we know that are solid and the ones that are clear, they will have verify on it. The ones that we're not 200% sure about, maybe we did not see the documents, or certain things that we would actually use to pass a property, we would put not verified, meaning that we don't know every single detail about this property. So make sure to visit www.dtglistings.com to find properties. We also write blogs there, and so much more coming, guys. So make sure you visit that website, our website. For me, I believe that monetizing real estate is way better and way easier for a person who is not from whatever African country you're choosing to go to. Is better for you to do, because when you monetize real estate, you don't necessarily have to do it yourself. There are some countries that are offering real estate investment opportunities, maybe South Africa, maybe Ghana, maybe Nigeria, that are offering REIT, and you can invest in real estate and actually earn dividends, maybe monthly, maybe yearly. It depends on the type of investment portfolio that you're going to put your money in. You also have other investment opportunities, especially in West Africa here, where development is ongoing right now. A lot of people shy away from investing in the Gambia because of stories that they heard, but a lot more people are actually investing in Gambia, more than what people are talking about online. So like, for example, buying a piece of land in a strategic location and then holding that land for a period of time and then flip it back on the market for a price. That is also a legal way to generate revenue from a piece of real estate here in the Gambia. Maybe you can buy a piece of land and you can turn it into an agriculture initiative where you plant food people need to eat. You understand? Maybe you build a small community. Also is another way to generate revenue from real estate, but most of those is going to take a lot of heavy work and more investing, such as maybe, let's say, flipping a piece of land. You can buy the land with the trees and leave it like that and sell it back just like that. You don't necessarily have to invest anything more than to just purchase the land, do the processing of certain documentations, and then you just sell it back to someone who is interested in it. So that's actually a very viable way to make money and create sustainability here in the Gambia or Africa. So it's through monetizing real estate that we have managed to sustain ourselves over the past 4 years living in Gambia. We've worked with a lot of real estate companies. Some of them you guys are aware of, some of them you guys are not aware of. We work with Biamo Group, we work with Prime Homes, we work with Swami India, and so much more. We consult with property owners about their properties who want to put their property online. We do real estate marketing for them. If they want, like for example, they have a property that they want to sell and they want it to be presented in a professional manner, they will call us, and I will take my drone or a camera, we'll go there, we'll do a tour of the place, and to let people see what is there, what is being offered. And we have had a nice success rate, around 70% success rate on most of the properties that we advertise. And as I talk to you guys about now, we have our website DTG Listings, where we put some of those properties that are still currently available for people who are seeking properties here in the Gambia to have access to it with ease. So these are some of the things that we have done to sustain ourselves. Now guys, you don't necessarily have to come and say, oh me, I'm going to just go out there by myself and find a piece of land and then do it yourself. If you don't understand what you're doing, it's best to get advice from somebody who have experience in it. For example, book a consultation with us and find out what you need to know, so that when you go out, you can have the right information, the right tools to get the result that you need. Don't just do it by yourself because you think you know, and then when you have problems, you say the Gambia, say you, because you did not take the time to learn what you need to learn before you put yourself in a position, right? That's something else that we're working on to help you guys with. So that's my advice for anybody who is thinking of venturing into real estate here in the Gambia to create sustainability, is to learn from someone who actually do it and have success with it, not just someone who is talking or someone who say they know but don't necessarily have any experience in what you are trying to accomplish, like someone who actually buy and sell lands or someone who actually develop properties and sell it. You have to get the advice from someone who is qualified to get you the result that you need. So guys, if you're interested in anything that I've said, please visit www.dtglistings.com. check out verified properties and some unverified properties, 100% that you guys may be interested in. If you have a property that you want to sell, we also do real estate marketing, so make sure to visit dtglistings.com to reach out to us, or the information in the description. Guys, comment below and let me know if this video was helpful to you, and I will see you in the next one.